about my journey of gaining access to Soul Tribe. And I intend for this to be a pretty short video due to the time that I have between now and when I get to my destination. But I find that as I clear out space, that space is then replaced with whatever energy, whatever vibration I am on after or prior to cutting the cord, cutting off ties with whatever is no longer serving me. Okay? In other words, you know, when I began to see that the people that were closest to me played a part in me, not valuing myself as much. And I don't even want to say it like that, because that gives them more power than I really want to give them. You know, that puts more blame on them when I want to say, you know, I was surrounded by people who didn't necessarily know me, didn't necessarily have my best interest at heart, due to not seeing me, not having that access to me that I maybe give others now. Not to say that you gonna get access to me 24/7, or you're gonna even get access to me at all. I wasn't as deep into my authenticity, or rather, you know what I mean. Like, I feel like you know what I mean. I wasn't as expressive, right? I was always me, you know, who I thought I was at the time. However, that version of myself wasn't always aligned with what I truly wanted. Okay? So, again, you know, as I'm coming to see that, dang, like, I'm actually doubting if this person is really my friend, or what this person said to me was really off. It made me feel off, yet because I'm used to this, because I assume that that's just what it is, you know, I don't necessarily speak on it. And as I've gotten further into my journey and began to question my silence, you know, me not speaking up, me not addressing things, as I began to question that and make changes and actually speaking up or saying, hey, you know, don't talk to me like that, or why did you say that, or what did you mean by that, you know? Now, don't get me wrong, I've been a confrontational person. You know, I was the person, you know, when I roomed with my college roommates off campus, I was the one calling the house meetings. I was like, all right, come on, this everybody free next Tuesday for a house meeting? All right, bet. You know, like, I would be that person to initiate, hey, how are we going to solve this problem, because I feel a shift, or I've been feeling this way, or I've been, you know. So I've always been outspoken, you know, but when it comes to my level of unease, I've gotten more and more comfortable this doesn't work for me. And so through that, I've gained access to a whole different vibration of people, right? People who reflect that same or similar level of self-respect and self-love. People who, you know, don't engage in things, but won't fault you for engaging in things, right? Somebody who comes to mind, like, I'm not gonna drink, but y'all have fun, you know? To have a level of self-discipline and unwavering groundedness in how you show up, regardless of who is in the room or not. You're not going to let somebody else influence your choices if that's not what you're about, right? So, you know, when people ask, and I'm thinking about a comment specifically on one of my on my last video, when people wonder how do I find my soul tribe? I believe that, you know, I've gained access to many of my soul tribe, and also, as my babe says, quiet is kept. Soul tribe doesn't always mean people who are in alignment with your ideals. You know, you need that person that's going to cause friction. You need that person that's going to put that fire under you, like, hey, this ain't right, and causing you to change. All right, I'm gonna close out because, okay, never mind, I know where I'm at. All right, and so what was I saying? So I'll close out for a second because it's getting a little hectic on this road. But yeah, I think as you begin to clear space, you will then make room for what you want, right? Now again, you got to clear space with the things that don't serve you, not clear space for the people who are like wanting to give you love, right? And this is something I'm still working through. This is something that I am challenged with now, right? Being able to accept love from Soul Tribe and not be scared and not run away from it, because that can be, it's like a culture shock when you come into presence with people who are in alignment with how you operate, you know. And it's like, ooh, this, I'm vulnerable, I'm seen, and that can be scary, and that can turn you off. I know it has for me. So that's what I would offer for today's contemplation, today's reflection of, you know, how to hold space, how to be open for meaningful connections that actually fulfill you and feed you. You know, I'm putting myself out here while in my head, like, being vulnerable has not always been safe for me. I have given myself permission to become that safe space within, right? To say, hey, you know what? Regardless of the past, regardless of the naysayers, I recognize that there are people out there for me, and I just have to hold space for them to see me, right? So continue to hold space, continue to be optimistic, you know, continue to be patient as things progress and as things come together, and know that what is for you will not miss you. All right? It won't. That's just not how it works, right? So I leave you with that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know, I really appreciate the support that I've been receiving, known and unknown, seen and unseen. So, yeah, that's what I'll leave you with. All right, until next time,